So I'm going to do a little overview here of my portable Livewell I built into this cooler that I had here. So I've watched a number of different videos on YouTube, and this is what I've come up with. And after about 5 or 6 different iterations, these are the different things that I've found. So there you can hear it kicking on. I'm running this off a 7 amp lithium battery. I found this little 10 amp Wi-Fi configurable timer. So I configured it to run for 10 seconds every minute so that it puts water into the tank, or it circulates the water through the tank. And I've also got a filter on it, so it filters out some of the the scales and urine and stuff out of the main tank. We'll unplug that so it doesn't go off again. So a couple things with the tank. First thing I did was I took a bucket and cut it in half, and then I used those 2 halves to screw into the sides of the tank so that you've got a circular container in the tank. You don't want those square edges for the shad to bonk their heads on the edges. Now I've done a couple different designs with this entry point. This was a cap, and then I've just drilled a bunch of holes into it. I had been running it non-stop, and it seems to, when the pump is running non-stop, it sucks the fish into the shad into the end of it, and it kills a bunch of them. So I've had some mornings or some trips where I've killed half the shad in here. This last trip I did, running it with just 10 seconds every minute, I think I lost like 2 or 3 shad the entire trip. So that was really good. I've just got this hose attached down to the pump. It's a T500 pump, and it just shoots the water back into, circulates the water back around into the pump. So that tube, so the filter I've got on it, you can see the entry there for the water. The scales can come up into it, and as you fill up the tank, it forces that water up the tube. And then you've got this end here has got a pantyhose filter on it with a rubber band, and you got to clean that out after every trip, but that takes a lot of the scales out of the water and cleans it up. So a couple other things I add to the water. Put about 1 cup of this non-iodized salt into the water. I also add about, half an ounce of this G juice into the water, into the shad once they're in there. And then I also freeze these water bottles, and especially in the summer, put these water bottles in there to cool the water down. If it's a cloudy day, I'll just do 1. If it's a bright sunshiny day where the sun's beating down, I may do 2 different frozen water bottles to cool the tank down, and that keeps the shad alive a lot longer. So hopefully a couple of these tips will help you out on your live well.